Is Cole Davies gunning for Danger Boy Deegs? Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got hard-hitting pull-no punches, no sugar-coating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So today we're going to hop back on the Moto merry-go-round and examine the good, the bad, and maybe a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, not the ugly. Only examine rainbows and sunshine like the other channels.
No. Somebody's got to read between the lines and look between the ruts. And we got some ruts developing over at the famed Star Racing Yamaha. I hate to break the news, Star Racing. You guys have a little situation over there because you have a new star emerging in Cole Davies. Now, Danger Boy, Deegs, listen, bro. Listen up, dude. I'm in your corner. I'm a fan. You are still the face of the sport for sure. I don't think your celebrity is at risk at all. I still think you're Danger Boy Deegs. I mean, dude, listen, what you guys stand for, God, family, country, even your dad, the general. Back in the Triple X days, I get it. I get it. I mean, you guys are good peeps, and I remember you guys from back in the day. So, back in the day. So, anyway, the realities are this. The elephant in the room, and if you're new, you might want to get subscribed, throw on an open face and some tear-offs, and get over to the community page of the Walty Wanderers YouTube channel and participate in some of the polling where it really matters what you guys say, not what the industry talking heads necessarily are saying. We're going to take a look at some polling because we asked it here at the show on the channel. On the community page, rather, is Danger Boy Deegs got to be a little worried about Cole Davies? It's interesting. We're going to get into that polling, what the results were, what you guys are saying. We're going to take a lap around the comments, at least some of them, what we can get to today. But the reality is this. Cole Davies could, in fact, basically kind of take a little run at Danger Boy, and there could be like right now it's kind of friendly because I don't think Danger Boy's totally worried about Cole Davies, but Cole Davies passed Danger at that last race, and in fact Danger was nipping at his heels towards the end. More laps, maybe, I don't know, maybe Davies was just managing his lead the race. He knew where Deegs was. The kid seems pretty smart. He's stringing two in a row together. The kid's gonna be capitalizing on big contract money if he keeps this up. There'll be other teams bidding wars for this guy. So whether he stays with Star Racing or not, yet to be seen. But the reality is this: this could be a little contentious moving forward because if, in fact, I think Cole Davies, while he respects the Deegs and probably they're friendly enough, at the test track and at the races, I think Cole Davies would have no problem going bar to bar with Deegs and fighting him for a win, even though he's got a championship on the line. Now, Deegs' championship is pretty secure. He's going to need to blow it pretty big to throw away this championship, and I don't think Deegs will do that. But this is Gladiator Games blood sport. Anything can happen. You can bring some wrestling stars to the show to try to cross-market this thing and get other eyeballs onto our sport. It doesn't change it. That's fake sports. This is real I shouldn't say fake, because I know a lot of you guys are probably into the pro wrestling, and those dudes are gnarly. I just don't follow it. I'm Moto. 100% through and through Moto. That's my sport. That's what I love. Other sports I like, for sure. Like, I'll watch some football. I love football. But that's not what this channel's about. Because you see, Walty has been deep in the industry and had to play the politics of the industry. And then when I see now how they're trying to grow this into playoffs and referees and other sports stars coming in, they're clearly cross-marketing. And the fact that these pro athletes at the highest stage, even if you're a lapper and you're qualifying to be on a television package, you should be getting paid. They're not. These dudes that are lappers are spending money to be out there. That's not fair. And these factory guys are the only dudes making money. It won't be much longer. And, on one hand, maybe it should only be factory, gnarly dudes so we don't have lappers. But the realities are that's not the way the sport is. You got to let other dudes have a stab at trying to make a name for themselves. And that's what all these guys are trying to have a breakthrough ride. That's why a lot of these dudes love the mutters. The mutters, the great equalizer. But it doesn't let us see whose true talent is going to be on display necessarily. But today we're going to jump over to the community page of the YouTube channel and take a look at some polling between Cole Davies and Danger Boy Deegs. Let's go ahead and jump over and do that now. Then we'll meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, race fans, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors, and hold on to your hats and glasses as we unpackage another barn burner. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, should Danger be concerned that Cole Davies will be the new face in the 250 class? 64% of you said, yup, there's a new face, bro. While 36% of you said, nope, Danger Boy Deegs for life, bro. Well, let's go ahead and take a lap around some of your comments. First up at the starting gate, Jerry Hill throws on an open face and pulls a tear off and says, Davies is for real. He's definitely one to watch moving forward. Deegs said the kid has the technique to win. They will be rivals for years to come. Go Walty. Thanks, my brother. I appreciate that. Brop. Let's see who's up next. YZETC comes flying into the first turn, almost lays it down in the mud, RJ Hampshire style with, even if he were, he'll say he's not. And there it is there. That's what I think too, bro. Danger Boy, even if there's a little rivalry, will say, oh no, it's all rainbows and sunshine, dog. I'm cheering for the kid. Boom. Let's see who's up next. Big Ram hits the triple, throws a big ol' MC knack-knack with, Danger will start playing rough with them. And there it is there, bro. I agree. I think if Davies starts getting wins off this kid and passing him the way he's been passing him, Danger Boy might just park him like he's Cody Shock. Boom. Thanks for the comment. Let's see who's up next. John Frisbee launches the finish line jump, lights the candles, and gets a bubblicious neck burn with, yup, grab your open face, because there is a new kid in town. Boom, and there it is there. Thanks to everybody. Make sure you guys jump in and read the rest, because there's some barn burners. Now let's jump back to the studio and wrap this one up. All right, so there you go. Most of you, a higher percentage of you are saying, yeah, bro, listen, dude, Deegs is something to worry about. Davies is no joke. And that's just the facts, man. What I'm seeing out of Davies. Now, here, I want to say this is a coin toss. If you had to get your money out right now and bet who's going to win the next round, or let's say not even the next round, because I don't think that's fair, because Danger is possibly in championship preservation mode. But let's say this was round one. Deegs, I would probably put my money still on Deegs, but I don't know, man. It's almost a coin toss at this point for me, because the Deegs is full send and Davies is more calculated, precision, precise, Wonder Boyish, gazelle type of rider, right? And that's a good thing, because that could translate into a longer career, really, when you're more of a finesse rider than just kind of, full send. But if you're going to be full send, like Danger Boy is built like a brick house. And I actually think that he's not at any immediate risk of having a big injury. He's had some gnarly get-offs. Like, we've seen some gnarly get-offs from Danger, right? But he's always bouncing right back up because he's young. Eventually, you won't be able to bounce back up like that. So, from a fundamental standpoint, I would say Davies has the edge because of his riding style and even his build. It's going to be interesting to see how Danger Boy's frame, or his physique rather, his build, translates to the 450. Now, we've seen some Villapotos and other small, even Ricky, what's up, Ricky?
SMX.
Be able to be champs on the 450. So there's no reason Danger Boy can't translate his style to the big bike. Now, both those riders had growing pains, especially Ricky, when he first came to the big bike. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see similar things out of Danger. But the reality is this. I would not be surprised if Cole, now, again, Danger Boy's in championship preservation mode, most likely, although I think his DNA, the way he's wired, because we all have a screw loose, right? You throw a leg over a moto, you got to have at least one screw loose. He might have two, because I think Danger Boy has a axe to grind, a point to prove. He does not want to be second fiddle. Now, if he ends up getting handled by Davies moving forward, you know that he's going to be, I would too, and you would too. Yeah, you know, Davies rode great. He was the faster guy tonight, but I'm in championship preservation mode. I think that there could be eventually, though, a little bit of contention, because what's going to happen, Danger, if you're listening, bro, you got to know what's going to happen. It's already happening. After these races at the truck, Davies used to probably not have anybody swarming around him. Now everybody's swarming. The fans are lining up, more autographs, more people coming around, sponsors trying to, you know, in industry people, the suits. Hey, Cole
Davies want to talk to you. Come over here, a little sidebar. We're going to tell you about how we do it now, and now that you're getting wins. This is what we'd like to see out of you. We'd like to see you thank so-and-so on the podium, and we like that you have a little bit of character, but we'd like
you know what I mean? They're going to be talking to Davies next because he's a new emerging star, similar with the Wonder Boy, right? Remember the Wonder Boy, happy-go-lucky, and now it's all business. All business now. Let's sell some donuts and FanFest. Everything changes. And that's just the nature of the beast. That's why I'm turning on the camera today to blow the lid off this. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark infested. Cole Davies, welcome to the swimming pool. Danger Boy Deegs. It's on, dude. You got his on. Not only you got a rival, he's under the same tent as you, bro. Now, you're Danger Boy Deegs. I think you're untouchable. I think you're untouchable in terms of who you are, where you come from, your digital footprint, your online reach, your merch, your family. It's all intact. But I know as a racer, the last thing you want is some kid from another country coming out and smoking you. And that's what Wealthy will have to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. Appreciate the content. I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're gonna love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.